Dopest dope I've ever smoked. Hands down, dopest dope I've ever smoked. It's not better than the Blue Oyster. You can't be. I can't handle better than this. Is like.
Let me take a drink.
Yeah, same. You ready?
I'm born. Welcome to Smoke With Us.
I'm Eastwood.
I'm Blue.
And this is our virtual smoke circle.
Yeah. Woo-hoo. We started this because we thought a stoner's world can be lonely.
So lonely, so cold, or hot.
So we gotta brighten this up. We gotta cool it down, and we gonna have fun. We're gonna make it less lonely. Join the circle. Let's go.
Yeah. Fuck. I wanted to call the name out, but anyways, we had a weed tube comment.
Yeah.
That whoever you are, can't remember your name. I'm so sorry. I'm using my phone right now to record this, so I can't really look. But you know who you are. If you're going back and binging, you'll get to this episode eventually. We just appreciate you for checking us out, and anyone who checks us out, we love it. Like, we love doing this so much, and we just want everyone to know.
Email us. We'll talk back.
Yeah, like we responded to the comment. Like, we just love talking, and let us know what you think about the episodes. If we ask a question or talk about something you want to chime in, hell yeah, chime in.
We started a podcast.
Yeah,
can't hate talking. We started a podcast.
This episode is once again brought to you by East Tree CBD.
Woo woo! EasttreeCBD.com. Use SW10, and you'll save 10% off.
Yeah, that's the tithe, y'all. You guys got a tithe. Are you tithing?
Exactly. Tithing, bro. You're saving it right here. And also, dude, I'm just telling you guys, it's good shit, dude. They got that Delta 8. Good shit. If you haven't tried it, try it today. Order it.
Yeah. And maybe one day they'll grow. Do
you have to be picky and choosy about your strains because you have anxiety? Like, it triggers it? Delta 8. No anxiety, bro.
Yep, or just CBD. CBD is also great.
And their CBD is great. These guys are doing things. They're trying to really get into the genetics. This shit is good. This isn't your no CVS shit. Okay, this is the real deal.
And if you don't want to smoke it and you rather rub it on yourself, or you rather
pain creams,
eat it, or you rather drink it,
edibles.
Yes, I said drink. You can do all of that.
So do it today, now. Do it right now.
EasttreeCBD.com, SW10. Use that promo code at checkout for 10% off. Tithe to the Church of Stoners.
Hallelujah. Praise the Lord. Woo.
Yeah.
I wish we had like a Jesus sound effect. Hallelujah.
Yeah.
Woo. I felt the Spirit. Did you?
I did. Yes. So I got chills. So we're smoking on M3. It's a strain that we got, and
that sounds like science.
We're really excited for it. We did mingle it a little bit with some other stuff.
We had a fun day,
but we'll try to give you a decent review because we don't have much of it. So we'll have to give it a tentative review, and then if we ever run across it again, we can re-explore it.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Just like a lost love.
And at this point of the podcast, we will rate our high. So what high are you starting out?
I'm not gonna lie, I'm at like a 6.5.
Bro, I am too.
Yeah. So lower, we're lower, but we gonna be hitting this dog.
Yeah, we try to start at a 7, but sometimes it just ain't happening. So if you guys are feeling frosty and want to get a little higher or want to reach us, definitely go ahead and pause this episode.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And also, we've been hit from the bong, so you're definitely gonna be hearing bong noises. Yeah. Fun fact.
So pause this episode, and we'll see you on the other side. And we're back.
We back.
Oh, yeah. Got lots of things.
Yeah, we do.
Lots and lots of things.
Do you have a place you want to start, or do you just want me?
No, I'm good.
Okay, we're gonna start with a video then, because I got some videos. Okay, before you do, both these videos I found because they were ads on my YouTube, and these are probably the strangest ads because I genuinely don't know why they gave them to me. Like, I know it's like supposed to be like based off your like but like I don't know what targeted me for either of these ads. Like, I was trying to think like what could tangentially connect me to these.
Tangentially?
Yeah. And I don't know. But
Is that
anyways,
a word?
yeah.
Oh my God. The fuck? Tangentially.
Yeah. So
That's weird.
tangential is like the original, like the core word. And then tangentially is the one. There's other versions. I'm not going to go through this. I'm high. Anyway, so I couldn't think of one. But anyway, so we're going to start with the funniest one, in my opinion. And you'll see what it is. And if there's anything in these videos that needs to be described for you to get its full context, I will describe it after the video. But you'll hear the audio and you'll get the general idea from the audio if you're listening instead of watching. All right, you ready?
Yep.
This Chinese street artist isn't drawing his female customer.
This was an
He's
ad.
drawing her soulmate. He first captivated the nation as a young child when he began having powerful psychic visions, which caused him to black out.
What?
And then he grew up to be
See
one
that
of
kid?
China's
Is that
most
kid dead?
renowned fortune
He's
tellers.
possessed.
He is known for having mystical matchmaking abilities and is sought out by China's rich and famous. But he
China's
chooses to
rich
live
and
on the
famous.
street and use his powers to help common people. His photographic memory allows him to
Okay, pause it
capture
real quick.
incredible.
Okay, it does sound a little Google Translate, yeah?
Yeah, it does.
Like to use his help for the common people.
Yeah.
It's like, that's not how a native English person would say it.
Detail of the people he meets in his visions, allowing him to draw his subject's soulmates in breathtaking detail. A local who knows him has just set
A
up a
local who knows
website
him.
to allow him to use the internet to help people abroad. So he can draw your soulmate even if you are a world away. Do
Oh
you
my
know what your soulmate
God.
looks like? You can find out. He now allows anyone to request a psychic drawing on his site.
Yeah, he does.
Click the visit website link to go to
Is
his
this an
website
SNL
and
skit?
meet your soulmate.
Right?
Some of his customers ended up shocked when they later met someone who looked identical to his drawing. We received an overwhelming amount of stories from our viewers since running this story. Judging from the interest, we suspect he will soon need to stop allowing requests due to the flood of requests from lonely
This is
souls
too
and
much
curious
information
people
for a
around the
goddamn
world.
commercial, bitch. I don't
For now,
care.
he's willing to help anyone find their future soulmate.
Oh my God.
Okay, so all that was an ad. That was an ad, which is crazy. Second of all, didn't that just sound like a fucking like Nigerian prince email?
Yeah. Yeah. You want to find your soulmate?
Long story short, I went to the website to be
Oh, of
like,
course you
what
did.
is this?
They got you.
No, I mean, I didn't pay for it. God damn, I don't have that money. Actually, I would have though for funsies. Probably just like for this moment, show pictures and stuff. But I did see some YouTubers do, so look that up if you are interested. But it's $50.
That's not bad.
That's what I'm saying. So like, it's even. I was like, this is worth it for the gag.
yeah.
like-
Yeah. That's honestly not bad.
Yeah, but yeah.
So this dude has a premonition or a vision of
Supposedly.
your soulmate.
Supposedly.
Draws them.
Yeah,
And then when you're supposed to meet them one day.
I'm telling you though, I went to the website and shit. It's definitely not a dude. Like this is a company that's just
It's like a conglomerate.
yeah, this is just hire some artists to draw random people and they send you like 5. It's not one. They send you 5. Like these are your possible
Oh my
Soulmates.
God. Of course.
yeah. And and I mean you see them and they're just like generic hot guy, generic hot girl. That's it. It's like, yeah, I think I've seen a few dudes that look like that. But I was just like, what is happening?
Oh my God.
When I saw the commercial. So much so, I mean, it was skippable. I watched the whole thing.
That's hilarious.
I was like, what is
They
this?
got you, man.
Yeah.
But like instead of going super professional and looking like a regular commercial, we're just gonna go
Well,
crazy budget.
Well, I was just like, what is this?
Low ass budget.
It is
Google Translator voice. Basically like screen caption.
scam email.
Yeah, 100%.
Scam email script writer. Yeah, low budget. I could have made that easy. Easy.
Maybe we should do
That's a 30-minute ad, bro.
Bro.
I make that in 30 minutes.
Bro.
What?
We should try to make an ad for Smoke With Us.
Like that?
Are you lonely? Are you sad?
The
Do
U.S.
you wish you had friends?
The U.S. is wealthy. Seek them out.
Well, do I have something for you?
But they chose to use their podcast for the common people.
Jim here listened to the Smoke With Us podcast one time, and now he feels great. And you cut to Jim, and he's like, I'm a part of a community.
So you can be a part of a community, even if you're a world away.
For real, though, you can. No. Oh, my God.
Yeah, dude. I was just like, when this came up, I was like, why is Google giving this to me?
Dude.
Which is crazy, too, because I purposely found their YouTube. Like, I found that ad again so I could play it on here. YouTube hasn't given it to me again. I got it once. And usually if I search things, like in search of something, like the second video I'm going to show later on, it keeps giving me ads for it now because I searched it up. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But this, I went to the website. Like, I'm using Google Chrome. I went to the website. I'm like looking on YouTube for the video. Never again.
Wipe it from existence.
So whatever it was, they were like, we're going to try it once. Like, that was it. I don't know if that was their marketing budget or what, but
like, oh, we got to fill the spot. Give the China, the China one over here.
I feel like they're, instead of like demographics, they're just like, give one to everyone.
Are your commercials back to back, like, or is it like separate conversations?
What do you mean?
Like, can you show the next one now? Or?
Oh, I can show it whenever.
Okay. So, guys, I finally found out my heritage.
Oh, yeah, bro.
Talk about worlds apart.
Yeah, bro. I forgot.
Yeah. So
we found it out. Okay, real quick. In case you haven't been with us long enough to follow this odyssey, Eastwood has grown up all of his life being told he was Native, like Native American. And like going to powwows and shit. Like his dad's like, we're going to powwow. We're connecting with our people.
I have seen one too many teepees in my life.
Yeah, exactly. And so like, and the whole time his dad's like, this is our people. These are our rituals. And
yeah.
And so then I jokingly was like, hey man, I don't think you're, well, half jokingly, I was like, why do you think you're Native? Because like it was bred into you. So you were like, I'm Native, I'm Native, I'm Native, I'm Native. And even your cousins are that way, even though it doesn't seem like there is any. But they and you were like, well, my dad just told me all these things. I went to powwows. I was like, that doesn't make you Native though. You have to, and like you're like, I tan well. I was like, so do Italians, and
a lot of other people,
stuff like that, right? And then he was like, maybe I'm not. So he 23andMe'd to be like, I'm finding out this shit.
So I did 23andMe. Me and my siblings did it together to find out.
This has been years in the making.
The true tale. We got one more sibling that needs to do it. My dad's doing it, which I'm really excited about because I want to see what this
I'm excited about it too.
Because he's the one that's been telling me I'm Native my whole life. But basically I'm white as fuck. Like as white as what you see on the screen. That is my skin tone. A lot of British in me. A lot of almost all British. I have some German in me as well. About 24.6% German. The rest is going to be British. And then we got some like Congolese shit in there.
Yeah, he's like 0.5% Congolese or something.
Yeah, and then I'm 0.3% Filipino. And then 0.2 or 3% Indian, like India.
Yeah, like Indian.
Yeah. So
India.
Yeah, so it's kind of interesting.
Bangladeshi, right?
Yeah. Around that area. So and as you kind of wondered, when is he going to say Native American? There's actually fucking none in me.
Yeah, he's not even like 0.2.
No, I don't get any, like, there might be.
You're more Neanderthal than you are Native American.
Yeah, and it's fucking nuts.
You're more Filipino
than I am Native American. Which is so weird to me. Filipino, I'm like, oh, interesting. But
yeah, because they weren't going to Filipino festivals.
Right? Yeah, so I told my dad that, and he was like, are you serious? I was like, I like had to screenshot it and show him.
Yeah.
And so like they show you these like different things, like they show you like where your ancestors may have came from on your mom and dad's side. So my mom's side was like, oh, the normal place, Africa. Then they kind of went up into like the Asia, like Europe area, and then they went off to Europe. And so I'm like, okay. And then my dad's side, it's like these men branched off from the group, and they're like, and they went to like the Middle East, and most of them settled down there and then moved to Europe afterwards, like after the fact.
Yeah.
So of all things, I might have more Middle Eastern in me. Well, okay, I don't have a lot because obviously, like, you know.
But like then Indian, which is like
Yeah. But like my dad might
one's ever
come
been
back
talking.
completely different and have like hopefully some answers for me.
I know, dude. I think it's gonna be so funny because you guys look similar and everything.
Oh, we like look identical.
Yeah, like people are like he gets like the kind of stuff who's like he can't say he's not your kid, you know that kind of shit. But what would be crazy is if you weren't your dad's kid, because everything actually does point to you being your dad's kid,
Right.
and so like your
a
dad
coincidence.
are both like, what the fuck, and you have to go to your mom, and your mom's like, oh no.
Right.
I honestly would be like, man, your mom has a type apparently, and it's people who look like your dad,
Yeah.
or who was supposed to be your dad.
Yeah. I don't know, dude. I would feel such an identity crisis. Because I've had literally my dad's high school friends come up to me and tell me I look like him.
Without
So
his dad being there, like,
Yeah.
like found him on the street. We're like,
they're like, are you blank blank son? I'm like, yeah. And they're like, you look just like him.
are
I'm
you
like,
Eastwood
fuck,
Senior's son?
Fuck.
Yeah, and so like that's without the dad there. They're like, I know that face. So like, if you weren't his kid, it'd be nuts.
Oh yeah, dude.
that'd be
It
like
would be
that'd be
nuts.
like top tier Maury shit.
Yeah, dude. It's fucking crazy, but it's been really interesting to look at.
Yeah, I'm gonna get my dad. So we have like my dad's side done because like my aunt did it. So like my dad has the same genes overall,
Yeah.
and we're like almost on that side at least, almost all like English Isles. So like
That makes sense.
Welsh, English, Scottish, a little bit from everywhere, mainly English and Scottish though.
Yeah.
And then like 2% German. That was it.
Yeah.
So my mom's side is gonna be interesting because also my mom does tan well, so it would suggest something other than British Isles.
Yeah.
Like might be Italian, might be a bunch of things, but would suggest maybe I got 0.3 Filipino in me too. We can be Filipino brothers.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
I mean, if the English one wasn't enough already, but like,
Right. The fact that we probably came from similar places.
literally both of our families are kind of around London, according to them. So
Yeah. So I told my sister this.
you're gay.
No. She already knows that.
I know that.
I told her about my dad. I was like, hey, I sent her screenshots.
Yeah.
And I was like, I have 0% Native American in me.
Yeah.
And she was like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Cause wasn't she like kind of on board with you? Like, no, we're definitely
Yeah.
are. He took us places.
If you don't remember, like earlier in the year when she came over,
Yeah.
we had a conversation about it.
Yeah.
She was just as convinced as I was.
I know. And I remember saying to her the same thing I said to you. You were like, we went to powwows. And I was like, so do a lot of white people. And they were like, yeah, but like we went to them. And I was like, white people do that.
Yeah. Yeah. And so, bro.
Yeah,
and
neither-
my family loves Indian stuff anyways. Like they wear like a turquoise and all that shit. And
That's what I'm saying. Like, you guys were like full blown, like we native. Like,
even though we not, dude, we're just a bunch of pillagers and takeovers.
and liars.
Yeah. And we just fuck.
Oh my God, dude. It's so
God,
funny.
I don't know. It is kind of cool though, like seeing the different heritages and shit and just being like, you know, because I've always just felt like you're like, I'm going to find out I'm pure white
Yeah.
as snow.
Which
Like
you did.
the white. Well, yeah.
Well,
Like,
actually,
fuck.
that's not fair. You do have some Middle Eastern and Filipino.
Yeah, I do
but-
have some little sprinkles.
I
you
mean,
know?
that's the best way to describe them. They're sprinkles.
Yeah, but if my dad had, so like, what makes sense to me is like my dad
Like Japanese
obviously
mayo.
having more.
You're like Japanese mayo. It's still mayo, but like it has a little different stuff. to it.
Yeah. So I'm really curious to see what he's going to be like, and I've pushed him to get this. I've done so much troubleshooting with him to get this to work. That I'm like,
I'm excited, honestly.
I am too, dude. I'm
It's gonna
really
take
excited.
like 6 weeks, though. Yeah.
No. So he'll get it in a couple of days because he just ordered it on Monday.
Yeah.
Actually, no, he made it order it over the weekend. But anyways,
Yeah. I thought it was like Friday or Saturday, but still,
yeah, he'll get it this
shipping
week.
wise, it'll be rough.
He'll probably put it out this week, and then it will be 2 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks
Okay.
from when he puts it out.
Okay.
and they get it. So
We'll
they're pretty
update you,
quick about it.
fellas.
They're pretty quick about it. Yeah, we'll continue the Odyssey.
Yeah, we'll update you guys.
But yeah, it's just it's fucking nuts.
It cracked me up, dude. I was like, I knew it. I knew it.
Yeah. Dude, I've been having these really weird dreams recently.
I've been having kind of weird dreams with
like
too.
Fucking weird.
I had a dream that I was going like I understood the world differently. Like I was getting dragged and I saw things like in a different light, like literally dragged, like I was holding on to something.
Oh my
God. And it's like a
God.
gravel road. But I saw things and I was like seeing the world almost like a painting. And I was like, I see things different now. I was like, I can see this perspective. Like it felt like something I could switch on and off.
So I have 2 distinct dreams that I want to talk about.
Yeah.
And dissect them with you.
Oh, okay, I'm ready.
Because they've been kind of like on my mind. So the first dream is more intense than the second dream.
PhD Blue in the house.
So the first dream is more intense than the second dream.
Okay, intense in what way? Like scary?
Yeah, scary overall theme, like it's just intense.
Okay.
The second one is more like a really weird thing that happened in the dream. So the first one is, so I'm with like a bunch of people in a city. I don't know what the city is, but it's like a town square.
Okay.
And then like
an old school town square? Like 50s? Like
no,
the town we used
like,
to grow up in, town square?
Almost kind of like if you're looking at Times Square and you're looking at the big building in the middle, if all of that was just one big building.
Okay.
And it's like in that kind of like vicinity area.
Yeah. Okay.
So then it's like futuristic and like I'm with people I don't know. Like I'm almost like in another movie type thing. Like I'm playing a character almost.
Right.
But I know it's me. And then like hell just breaks loose. Like demons and the devil comes.
Like does it come from the ground? Like does it open
No,
up?
just
or
from
is
the
it
sky.
Just like, they coming in from the sky like
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's not even like that. It's just like we're here, hell is here, and we're taking over. So just like swoop down, like it was very real.
Yeah.
And like they put all of us in concentration camps and like lines and shit.
Yeah.
And I remember I was like going through the city and there was like a bunch of shit, like houses burning down and stuff like that. And I was like looking for people that I knew. And I was like, and what we were trying to do is we were trying to get, because they were electing like it was so weird because then it turned like almost like political in a way.
Yeah.
Because then like we had like been living, like fast forward almost, and we had been living with these people here, like just taking over. And I was just like dealing with it. And then like someone was rising to power. And it was like someone of good standing.
Yeah,
and so I was like got on this council and like helped like push him up to like, I was like, what the fuck is this?
That's hilarious.
It was just so fucking weird. I remember like going into a mall.
That is
and,
really
like, being monitored by
view.
these like demons. Because they're like security guards just walking through. And I was just like, and then seeing like what I in the dream knew as Satan.
Yeah.
They just looked like a normal person. But
right.
I was just like,
that's a pretty fucking crazy dream.
it's weird. And just like all the whole like action-y part of it was just like felt very, very real. And I was like, and then the dream was over and I woke up and I was like, the fuck was that? I was like, God damn. Sometimes I wonder why we don't like wake ourselves up like mentally when we realize it's like.
Have you ever kind of realized and tried but couldn't for a little bit?
Yeah.
I hate that.
Oh, you feel trapped.
Yeah. And I'm like, open your fucking. It got so intense one time. I had a dream that I was like, please let this be a nightmare. Like it was something that was like, it felt like a really real dream, but like shit was not going my way. And I was like, oh wait, it's a dream. I just need to wake up. But then I couldn't wake up. And then I was like, oh shit, is it not a dream? And I was like, I'm just gonna have to learn to live with what happened.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? And like shit, I was kind of accepting it. And then a little bit later happened. And then I did wake up. And I just remember my first thought was like, oh, thank God it was a dream. Oh, thank God it was a dream.
Have you ever had a dream within a dream?
Yeah.
I mean, like in a bad situation, you're like, oh, I need to wake up. And then like you think you wake up. But
Yeah.
you actually don't wake up.
Yeah. So that kind of happened in what I was talking about. But yes, I've had similar things. Have you ever lucid dreamed?
I think I have once, but it's only been like one time.
So I have a few times. It's cool. But like, and like you might be on the other side of this and that's totally fine. I think I'm in a very small minority in this. It's whatever. Like I liked it. Like don't get me wrong. Like if you have a choice, sure, I'm going to choose lucid dreaming, right? But like some people talk about it like you discovered something. They're like, oh my fucking God. They're like, you can fly. I'm like, no, I mean like I can't actually fly, it's still a fucking dream. They're like, but it feels real. And I'm like, yeah, but it's still a fucking, I don't care if I'm a millionaire fucking every bitch in the world in a dream. And then I wake up and my life's still the fucking same. If anything, that's sadder to me.
Yeah, 100%.
Like, I don't give a fuck. Have you heard of video games?
Right.
Like,
yeah.
you can be whatever you want, dog.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, if that gets you that excited, you should play video games. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, like, I like lucid dreaming, sure, but like, I'm like, okay.
Yeah, I feel like for me, I would like if I could actively. So I think now that I'm thinking about it, I think I probably lucid dream a little more than I let on to be at first, because almost all of my dreams, I feel like I have the cognitive ability to make a decision in the dream and to do what I want, but it's all following like a same theme.
Yeah, so you're like half doing it almost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, I don't know why recently I've just been having these crazy ass fucking dreams. Like one dream.
What was the other one?
Well, okay, I'm gonna bring this one in. I wasn't going to, but I'm going to.
Okay.
One dream I had, like, and like, I was just like, me and everyone else was just fucking. Everybody.
Good dream.
Was just fucking. And it was just like this big, but like fuck thing. But I was like, wait, why is my boyfriend fucking that person? No, that's not right. But we all fucking though. So like, what? What is happening?
Sounds like you were processing some shit.
It threw me through like a fucking loop. Anyways,
did you feel like you had to like think about it in the morning, like throughout the day, like how would I feel? Like
yeah. And then
the dreams that stick with me the most that are like pseudo sex dreams, right, are the ones where I never actually have sex, but like things get steamy, and are either stopped or whatever. So like the whole dream is like a tease, and the thing that sucks about those too is sometimes they're people you know. And like the next morning, I feel like I'm just horny for that person.
Oh yeah.
And like, hey, whether if I really like them or not, you know what I mean? It's not even like I've been thinking about her. It's like it comes up and I'm like, man, if only I could like fuck her today.
Have you ever come in a dream?
Oh yeah.
And
well, I mean, not in a long time, but
and then you wake up and you're like, fuck.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the last time
Isn't that fucking nuts that can happen?
Oh, I know. So I actually started having wet dreams earlier than I think most people. My first wet dream was when I was 5.
Oh shit.
That was the first time.
I think mine was like 7 or 8.
I remember it because it feels awesome. And I was like, fuck. And like, and because you're that young, you don't know what's happening. So like something would happen and like maybe I was laying a certain way. So like maybe my dick was kind of like in the mattress, you know? And so then in my head, I'm like, this is how it feels every time I just kind of push my dick against the mattress. So you're like, I try it sometimes. Like, nope, I don't know what happened. But I remember too, it always did like weird me out because it took me a while. I was like 5. So it took me a while to associate like the good feeling with what I'm about to describe. But like, it felt like I peed my pants, but it just got my underwear wet. You know what I mean? Like it didn't get my bed wet. Yeah. It didn't get like my pants wet. It just got my underwear wet.
Yeah, I feel that.
So I'd always be like, I'd feel good. I wake up and then I'd feel I was wet. And I was like, man, I'm like, why do I pee in my bed sometimes? It's weird. Like I associated them as like weird bed pees.
Yeah.
And because I was over peeing in the bed by then. So I was like, man, it sucks that these like little ones slip out or whatever this is. And I changed my underwear and go back to bed. And I probably thought that way until I was like 10 or 11. Then someone told me about wet dreams. So I was like, that's it.
Click.
Yeah. I was like, that's it. But yeah, I remember they were pretty sexual too. Like, I don't know where that came from.
Yeah.
But like there was recognizable kinks when I was 5. I'm not going to go into them because it's a little too personal.
For sure. I don't know if I want to hear that right now.
But like if I told someone the scenes, they'd be like, holy shit, that was kinky. And it was.
Hey man, to each his own.
It was. And like, so I don't even know what that is about. I don't know why that was in me, but or is in me. But because I'm not gonna lie to you, I think about it sometimes. I'm like, that was a good.
Oh my!
That was a good scene.
So my last dream is more of like, I think it's like, what if these are like tarot card dreams that I'm having?
Are you just saying
just because I remember these 3 specific
visions?
Dreams in a row, like these 3, like, and I'm sure I've had dreams before then because it's been like a week or 2 weeks since each. Since like
I just don't understand the tarot connection.
Because 1, 2, 3, like, you know, the hell, like you're in, like you were in like the past, like you were in a hell
so
place.
you're taking the whole picture,
yeah,
and then saying, what does this picture look like? And it looks like a whole picture of like a tarot card.
yeah.
Okay.
The sex one really doesn't fit into tarot, but this one,
the Lover's reverse.
this one will actually Lovers. Yeah, sex does fit into tarot.
Yeah, Lover's reverse
Yeah.
is what I would call that because you were like uncertain.
Yeah. So this one was
Bro, we could write a book about that.
right.
You guys want to buy it? We're selling it. We're becoming spiritual teachers.
Was me. I've been really, just so you guys know, like I've been really wanting to move to a legal state, like with all my heart. Like I'm talking like full recreational, like not just medical.
Yeah.
Like I want to be able to like just be free.
Right.
And my love for marijuana.
I want to
like
be
we all
free.
probably do, you know?
I want to be free.
So in this dream, I had.
Wait, is it I want to break free or I want to be free?
I think it's break.
Damn it.
I want to break free.
Yeah. That's a good song.
Great ass band, dude.
Yeah.
So I end up moving by myself. No one I know is there to Jamaica. And like
I want to go to Jamaica.
Learned how to surf and like was just smoking bunch of weed and just living my life, dude. Like one part there was like
Listen to Bob Marley.
no.
You cannot move to Jamaica and not listen to reggae.
No.
What do you have against reggae?
I just don't like it.
Too many black people?
No. No. That is not it. Do not put words into my mouth. No, it's just like the drums, I think, is the biggest.
You don't like the steel drums? Like
No, and that's like the biggest
don't you
part
like
of
Caribbean beats though?
it. Not really.
You not like Rihanna songs?
Not her earlier shit. Now I ain't Caribbean.
You're right.
Like, I mean, like, it's okay. Like, I'll listen to it if someone puts it on, but it's just not something that
I don't
gets
feel like
me.
most reggae has that many
It's just
steel
not
drums.
It's just not something that gets me off, dude. It just does not do it. I don't know what it is.
That's crazy.
I just like prefer not to listen to it.
like Buffalo Soldier in the
yeah,
heart of America.
I'm like, I don't like the voice. I don't
You
like.
don't like
the instrumentals.
You don't like I fought the sheriff, but I didn't shoot the deputy.
I like the lyrics and the covers of it that are out there.
Man,
Like, I'm not discrediting Bob Marley in any way.
man, you'd be testing our friendship right now, dude.
I'm not discrediting
Test
Bob Marley in any single way. He's a great musician, was a great musician, made some amazing music, had a whole culture after him.
You might be here in the last podcast episode.
Oh my God.
Just letting you guys know.
Whatever. He'll be back next week.
We'll see.
But yeah, so I moved to Jamaica and I was just living life, dude. It was so weird, but I felt so like free. There's one point when for some reason I was like going through like this building area, but they had sectioned it off to let water through.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, oh, I left my phone in there. And they had sectioned it off to put the water, and the water started filling up. I was like, oh no, my phone's going to die. And then that was the end of the dream.
I have a reading for that one. You ready?
What?
Obviously, you want to be free. That's pretty obvious. Everyone could have read that. That's not a hard one, right? It's a calling to your life that you want. But you got to kill your phone, bro. It's holding you back.
Oh my God.
It's holding you back. Even in your full freedom, you're like, oh no, my phone. Oh my God. Boom. Reading. You just been read.
The library was never open.
The dream has been interpreted. You can call me Daniel. Right? It's Daniel, right? No. What is it? Who in the Technicolor dream coat? He's the one that read dreams.
I have no clue.
That's like
I don't even know what you're talking
that
about.
is a gay ass play. You should know that. You being bad gay right now.
Whatever, dude.
I'm gonna ask your boy. Watch. I'm gonna ask his boyfriend. He's gonna watch. Who blank in the Technicolor dream coat? Thank you, Joseph.
Oh, okay.
I told you he know.
Dude, I am a bad gay because I was not allowed to be gay when I was younger.
I
I didn't know what Tu Wong Fu was until I met him.
I don't think that's true.
All I could play with it are standard girl things. Barbies were one of the things because my cousins play with Barbies. I acted like
I know a lot of gay kids that were also not allowed to be gay. That love.
But then they got so then those people who
Joseph's a Bible story. Your mom will let you watch that.
No, she would not have.
And there was ads. Yes, there was. My parents wanted to get it. It was not known as a gay thing. The gays love it. Wasn't known as a gay thing. It's like Britney Spears.
I loved Britney Spears. Still have gay things about me. I love Cher. I danced to Cher with my mom in our living room to her live DVD performance when she was doing one of her Las Vegas things.
I wasn't allowed to be gay either, and I know these things.
We grew up with just different lifestyles, dude. I don't know. I never seen the fucking movie. End of story.
That's fine. If you just said that from the beginning.
But yeah, there's a lot of gay things that I did not get to watch, which is really sad. I really wanted to watch Queer Eye for the Straight Guy, but I was not allowed to watch that.
Really? Yeah. I think my parents didn't care. They were like, we're a little uncomfortable. You're gay. I'm gonna let you know that. But they're better now. But they were like that. And but they're like, as long as you know that, it's fine.
God,
my parents were more in general. Some shows, my parents were weird, honestly. Like, Mom, I love you, but it's mainly because of my mom. Like, she even said she watched an episode of Pokemon the other day, and she was like, "Man, I didn't allow Blue to watch this for a little while. Why?"
Exactly.
And it's because I had psychic Pokemon.
Oh my God.
Right? And you know what? Honestly, this was one of the most defining moments of my whole life. I think it literally set a lot of my worldview in place. That I went and I was just excited to see a movie with my parents because we grew up as pastors, right? Like they were pastors. So they went to some pretty like legalistic places to work. So like one time they went to see a movie with me in this small town. And a bunch of the old people got mad at them because they watched a movie. And so then anytime they wanted to watch, they would let me go to movies by myself. They didn't get mad at that. It's because they were pastors. So they would let me go to the movies by themselves. But if we ever wanted to go to a movie together, we had to drive an hour away.
Because pastors as celebrities aren't humans.
Yeah, basically, yeah. And yeah, and so if you even just disagree, even if you just have different points of view, you know what I mean? It's like you believe most of the same shit, you know what I mean? But anyway, so it was a big deal to go see movies with my parents, especially when I was young. Not when I got older. We went to cooler places, and my parents kind of to be fair to them, they had me young. It was new into their past, being pastors and stuff, so they didn't have the cojones, you know what I mean? Yeah. Where later on in life, they would have been like, "Hey man, that's your opinion." We
don't go fuck.
Yeah. But I mean, to show you how different my dad was compared to this church's view, he did go an hour away with me to watch Gladiator, the rated R movie, when I was 6.
I remember that when that was coming out.
Yeah, when I was 6. Because they were also weird about certain things. They didn't care about violence necessarily, as long as there's hey, you just know not to do that to people.
I saw Gladiator and when I wasn't supposed to.
Yeah, but it was I loved it as a 6-year-old. I was like, this is the fucking shit. But that shows you how different they were view wise. Anyway, it's a big deal to go see a movie with my parents. They took me to see the Pokemon movie. At this point, I was fully allowed to have Pokemon. All Pokemon thing was fine. Then we went to see the Pokemon movie, and they mentioned that Mewtwo was a psychic Pokemon.
Oh,
and then my mom was like, they have psychic stuff. She's like, you're not allowed to watch Pokemon. And it was so soul crushing that I just wanted to watch this. To me, it felt like just this beautiful thing and share this beautiful moment. And then it got me in trouble in a weird way, or I wasn't allowed to have it anymore because I let my mom see it. I became way more secretive. Way. And I have a worldview of secrecy kind of. So,
oh my God.
It's pretty defining. I see it and it makes me feel good. So I'm going to keep doing it. And
oh my God.
And
over here, the treasure trove of secrets.
I am. I'm Fort Knoxburg, baby. Nothing in or out without me knowing. I'm not accidentally gabbing out here. I'm like, that's a word.
Oh.
That's why I hate snitches, bro. But anyway, oh crap, I had a place to go with this. Secrets, my mom. Oh, but yeah, my parents were weird. So I wasn't allowed to do Pokemon because I had psychic stuff. but like I could watch Queer Eye just because they just had to let me know, like, hey, we don't necessarily agree with that. Which is like, why can't you just tell me that about psychic stuff? But they did, or like with the show, but I did because I still loved Pokemon. So like for a month, I wasn't even allowed to play it or whatever, but I begged. I was like, please, mama, please let me play the game at least. Please, mama. And I finally was like, I promise not to use psychic Pokemon. I can choose. I'll kill every psychic Pokemon. I promise I will not have it in my party. And then she's like, okay, if you promise not to use psychic Pokemon.
Oh my God.
You can play the games. And I was like, thank you, Jesus. Thank you, God. And I stuck to that promise, honestly, until I got around like 14. And then I was like, all right, mom, you're not even like checking the games. Okay.
Yeah, no, I can't.
But the problem is I never, psychic Pokemon weren't my favorite in general. That's one of the reasons I was like, just let me play without psychic Pokemon. I don't really use them anyway, please.
Yeah. They don't really, I mean, they have some cool ones, but not all that great.
Like our friend Johan, he likes psychic Pokemon, at least a few of them. And I remember when I was like first meeting him, we were talking about Pokemon and stuff. And he told me that. I was like, man, I would have felt really bad as a kid if I liked the same Pokemon you liked.
Oh my God.
Because I maybe wouldn't have been allowed to use them.
What do you think about the new Pokemon game coming out?
Which one? Because there's
not the remakes.
The new one that looks like it might be more open world.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I am tentatively excited. If they introduce as much stuff as it seems like they're teasing, love it.
Yeah. I'm with you on that.
So tentatively excited. Like if they gave me basically like Breath of the Wild Pokemon, that'd be pretty dope.
That's what they're trying to go for right now.
And I know there's a talk that it's like a different battle system where it's like maybe you control them behind and move around and use their moves.
Yeah.
But I have thought of that battle system since I was like 8. I was like, the biggest reason is watching the Pokemon anime and seeing them use quick attack to dodge an attack. Like dodge and then attack, because it goes in the anime. So it's like a fire was coming to him and it's like, use quick attack, Pikachu. and then it was like, and he dodged the fire and then jumped here and like kicked him. And I was like, that'd be dope. But quick attack doesn't work that way. And I was like, how could you make that work in the game? I was like, it'd be really hard in the way it was. I was like, oh, but like if you were controlling the character behind and you were running in third person and then you had 4 buttons connected to like 4 attacks connected to each button and then use it like that. And then like an attack was coming, you like quick attack and go doop. I was like, yeah.
Oh my God.
So if it can do that, dude, yeah.
Yeah, bro.
I would love it.
Yeah.
Love it.
Man, I just wasn't allowed so much.
I mean, me too.
I snuck a lot of shit too. I was that person. I mean, granted, like my mom was really weird too. Like my mom would not let me listen to My Chemical Romance, but she let me play GTA.
Well, she let us listen to My Chemical Romance after we prayed over it.
Yeah, so I don't know if I've said
we
it
did
on
like
the
a
podcast,
reverse seance over
and I love you, Mom, if you ever
Did you
listen
hear
to
it?
this. Yeah.
It was, dude. It was like a reverse seance.
I love you, Mom, if you ever listen to this. But yeah, no. So my mom, when Black Parade came out, I love My Chemical Romance like
album.
everybody else did, and I got the record, and my mom was like, I was listening to it. She's like, "What are they talking about?" And I was like, "I mean, death."
Was it after Blood?
Yeah,
Because it's like blood, gallons of the stuff.
Yeah. She's like, what? And then she looked at the cover art and she looked at all the shit and she looked at the band picture that was on the album. And
My
she was
dad
like,
loves that album.
she was like, they look like they want to kill themselves. I'm like, because that's the whole thing. Like, it's like, emo. And so then she's like, you can't listen to this anymore. And I'm like, no.
I know. Well, because you were the only one that had the album and we were broke little kids. So because it was Eastwood, me, and our friend Corey. He were homeschooling. We homeschooled for 1 year together. And so what that looked like was my mom mainly did most days, but then his mom would do a day and Corey's mom would do a day. And we had like a curriculum that we had to go through. And so like we basically like pseudo shared that album. Like you always had it, but you'd bring it every day, like to my house, to Corey's house, and we were at your house, we'd play it on your shit. And we loved that album.
Oh yeah.
And your mom was like, we gotta destroy it. And all 3 of us were like, no.
Yeah. Yeah. She
We're
ended
like,
up,
what do we listen to instead of doing math?
she ended up like praying on it with us.
In like
we
a
prayed
circle,
over, we prayed over Gerard Way.
Yeah, he's alive because of us, guys. You're welcome.
Yeah, we prayed over him, and then my mom was like, "As long as chains. My mom was always afraid I was going to kill myself. She had every reason to be valid of that fear, but she was always like, that's why she was so like, just there's some stuff like that. She was like, if it's any occult relation or looks spoopy." She was like, if it's not a movie, I don't want him a part of it.
Yeah.
Like if it's reality, no.
Yeah.
Which might have saved me from a few things.
Maybe.
But yeah, it's just so fucking nuts, all the shit. And then I could fucking watch rated R movies. My mom did not give a fuck about rated R
or scary movies, dude.
She didn't even care about rap music.
Yeah.
She would fucking bump rap music with us. We were like riding down the road, listening to pop and rap music, and I'm like, hell yeah.
Because there's not, especially back then, there's not too many rap songs that are like, I don't want to kill myself. Pop, pop.
Yeah, so they're like, fuck that bitch, I clipped that hoe. Yeah. And you're like, she's like, my neck, my back, lick my pussy and
Your
my
mom's
crack.
just dancing over there.
My mom's just like driving her little minivan, like, woo.
My neck.
My neck be hurting. I feel you, girl. No, but she just would do the most random shit. My mom was awful at fucking giving me punishment. It was hilarious.
Oh, I know. She would like be like a month, and then like 2 hours later, you'd be like, Mom,
I'll never do it again.
yeah,
And that was why.
please. And she, okay.
Yeah, dude. There was one time that my brother was gonna go to a haunted house.
Mm-hmm.
And I had called in to school sick that day because I didn't want to fucking go. It was a Friday. And she was like, I was like, you can't go because you didn't go to school today. And I was like, but Mom, like, I'm feeling better now.
Mom.
I was actually laying on the couch, like faking it. And I was like, but Mom, I'm like actually feeling better now. Like I can totally go. And she was like, no, you're not. And my brother has something with her that he can like sweet talk her. So I literally ran upstairs, called him. I was like, you didn't call Mom. She didn't let me go. And he was like, dude, no, I'm not calling her. Did you go to school? I was like, no. He goes, then no, you're not coming. And I'm like, bro, please. Like, come on, dude. I'm fine. You know you didn't. Like, you skipped school too, bitch. He was like, oh, fine. And then his now wife would just be like, just fucking call her. I want him to come. Just call her. And so he would finally call her. And then literally like 20 minutes later, he's like, get your shit on and get ready. I'm pulling in now. And I was like, wait. Wait, what? And he's like, Mom said you can go. I was like, I knew it. I just fucking knew it, dude. So there's this weird shit like she would do. I was just like, this makes no fucking sense. Oh, and she used to tell me that there's so much shit that I've been lied to about my life, guys. Not only not being Native American, but there's just so many stories that I like thought were true that are basically like, I lived in a fairy tale my whole childhood. I feel like because of the shit that she would say. And I get why she might have said it to like give me an imagination.
Right.
Or to give us an imagination.
Right.
But at the same time, like, bitch, I'm like, I gotta know what reality is.
Right.
Like, goddamn.
I feel you, bro. I'm trying to think of like another weird thing. Psychic Pokemon, but I could see radar movie when I was 6. Because it was just for violence.
Now your parents out here buying your little brother Felipe fucking Mortal Kombat.
Oh, I know. And my
watching.
And my brother Felipe is just like, look, Mom, look at all the finishers. Just seeing people get their like skulls ripped out and shit,
spines
cut in half and like ripped to pieces.
She took him to get that fucking game. I'm mad about that.
I know, dude.
Because there were some things that I couldn't do because of her.
You know how hard I had to fight for fucking Halo?
Bro, I tried to keep our parents apart. Because there was one point when your mom was talking to my mom about some shit, and my mom all of a sudden changed her mind about something, and I was like, no, what the fuck are you doing? She's like, well, I talked to, blank, and I was like, I don't give a fuck who you talk to.
Dude, that's how I fucking felt about my mom and her friend, like fucking Pine.
Oh,
dude.
yeah.
Oh, dude, I hate
Pine
her.
Tree?
Yeah, Pine Tree, dude. I was so mad at her. Like, to put this in perspective, guys, like that woman, like she just like hits the.
She's a harlot.
She hits all the boxes of my mom's crazy. Perfect.
You know what?
And so we went from like I was allowed to have like soda in the house, and that, to be fair, we didn't have tons already, like because my mom doesn't really like soda or whatever, and my dad would just like stop at a gas station, even though he drinks a Coke every day. We never had it really in the house, right? But like sometimes we would, and I would be allowed to have them, and like I was allowed to have hot dogs and bologna. I know some of you are like, what do you mean allowed? I'll tell you. One day, because of Pine Tree, my mom, we went from like allowed to have bologna in the house to an all raw diet. Meaning we only ate like nuts, carrots, broccoli. And when I say all raw, you're like, okay, well, vegetables, like throw that in some shit. No, you eat it raw, bitch. And you don't.
I remember
and you don't use ranch. You don't use anything because that has all the stuff that's not raw.
Bro,
so you can like use like oils and shit. And not only did it stop there, I was told I wasn't allowed to have soda and like hot dogs at other people's houses. But I had already had my worldview of secrecy. So I was like, what you don't know doesn't hurt you.
I remember you being like, bro, can we just go get something to eat?
And I'm not going to lie. I beat the shit out of my sister one time because of this. Because I said...
Was it Jack?
The first one?
Yeah.
Yeah. And
well, do you get why I'm saying Jack?
Yes.
Yeah.
So Jack, the female,
Jackie, we'll call her Jackie.
Yeah. So Jackie, I like that. Jackie. So Jackie, we went to a friend's house, like, because he had a sister, similar age to her. So we went over there.
It was Corey, right?
I was drinking soda, right? Yeah. And she was like, we're not allowed to have it. I was like, just drink one, bitch. Like, I was trying to get her in because I was like, you know, it's like the drug dealer thing. Like, if you smoke with me, you can't be a cop.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But she's like, no, we're not allowed to. And I was like, okay, well, I'm going to have one. And she said something. And I said, or Corey said something. I said, what my parents don't know doesn't hurt them. She said that to my parents.
Oh.
I beat the shit out of her, dude.
Oh, I beat the fuck out of her.
I did, dude.
Not that we're for domestic or, sibling abuse.
Like, I'm not saying it was the right thing.
Bully.
I'm not saying it was the right thing to do. It was not. I apologized later on in life.
But man, that just...
But she hates snitches now.
Bro. So my little sister and I, which is kind of a similar dynamic to your sister.
And I think I told her, I was like, if you tell mom and dad, I'm going to punch you.
Yeah.
And then she was like, he said, well, you don't know it doesn't hurt you. You had soda. And he said, you'd punch me if I told you. And then they told me all that. And so then we went, her room and my room were upstairs. And I was upstairs. And I was like, all right, I got to punch you now. And she's like, what? I was like, I told you told mom and dad to punch him. And she's like, if you punch you, I'll tell mom and dad. I was like, if you tell them again, I'm going to punch you again. And then I punched her. She ran. I got in trouble again. I punched her again. She ran. I got in trouble again. I punched her again. And eventually she realized I'm never going to stop. And she became more afraid of me.
Oh my God, yeah.
Than the satisfaction of telling my parents and getting me in trouble.
She's like, he won't stop.
But like, I think I triggered something because I think she actually hates snitches now more than me. Like something like snitch talk will happen. And she's like, what the fuck you just say?
Yeah.
And my sister's not like that, dude. You'll see something like change in her eyes. Like, we don't take snitches in this family. like literally, because we adopted a bunch of kids. So there's some like really young ones of us. And like they'll like do something that's like kind of snitchy and they'll come to her and they'll be like, Jackie, blah, 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 blah. And she's like, you snitching? She's like, no. She's like, that's right, we don't snitch. And she's like, where's mom? She's like, you're not snitching. You don't even know where mom is. Which again, this is not like her in general. It's a switch that I think I triggered. But
bro, me and my little sister, I had to we were like having a talk and she was like, remember when you were like really mean to me? I'm like, yeah, I do. And like we have kind of a similar dynamic that you and your sister have.
I'm glad you had that thought because I felt like I was the only brother in the world that I like. Except I brought up to talk to my siblings. I was like, hey, there was times I was really mean to all of you. I should have been a better, bigger brother. And I apologize. I really mean it. I really regret it. And they accepted it. We've moved on. But
because she would tell on me as well. And I would beat her up. I'd be like, don't fucking tell on people. And finally she got the fucking picture. But like, she was just such a tattletale.
Yeah.
Like you fucking breathe wrong. She was like, Mom.
Dude, your cousins were like that though.
Yeah, the same thing happened to fucking the one you dated.
Yeah,
the same exact thing.
Dee did.
Her
Dee would.
Yeah,
she would, dude. She'd tell on everybody. Like I would even see it. Like
her and Tater, dude.
Yeah, and her and Tater, dude. I remember there was a time while I was dating her. So we were like 14, 15, maybe even 16 at this point. And I can't remember who did what, but I could tell she got in her eyes. So she got tattle eyes. Like, you know what I mean? She's like, oh, I'm going to tell people about this. And I was even like, hey, man, don't snitch. And she's like, I'm not going to snitch. And then she told everybody. I was like, hey, you snitched. And she's like, don't tell me that. I need to snitch. And I was like, you snitched, bitch.
Yeah. We used to beat her up too.
Yeah, because she was, dude. Her and Tater, dude, they got they have those snitching eyes.
Yeah. Me and my other cousin Red, me and him would just beat the fuck out of Dee Dee. Because I was a little protective of my sister. So like we still got her because she honestly, because of Dee Dee, Tater, I believe, was the reason why she snitched.
Probably.
And so
your whole cousin
Dee Dee got
so
weird. Pushed out of me and Red's social circle. Because like me and my cousins used to be really close. We're not anymore because they're all fucking heroin addicts. Anyways. Yeah, she used to be so jealous of like our friendship that she quit telling on us to be a part. We was like, you telling us.
Oh, so she telling everyone else?
Yeah, we were like, you telling us, you're done.
Right.
Like we'll beat the fuck out of you and you're done. And my aunt fucking would just get so mad at us when we'd beat her up. And we're like, won't go fuck. She fucking not paying the rules, bitch. Like, no. Like, and I've seen some shit because of Red. I felt like we've been through some shit. For real, dude. Like, we have like like nothing like that we've done together, but like we've watched porn together. Like at times I know I shouldn't have been watching porn.
Right.
But we watched it full. No,
I get what you're saying. That's like Johan's birthday, my motto for like the whole weekend. I was like, memory secrets bonding. Like
for real, dude. Memory secrets bonding, man. Like you gotta have some secrets, dude.
Slash, that's a good
your life. Okay, guys, I'm gonna tell you this right now. I'm sorry if this affects someone out there, but your life is boring if you don't have a secret.
Yeah, dude. Get some secrets.
God, like join a
Smoke with Us podcast. Get some secrets.
Join a book club and gossip.
Yeah, dude, find someone else's secrets and then have them as your secrets.
Honestly, other people's secrets are the best.
Ooh, yeah.
I just like love knowing juicy details. And then when everyone else finds out, you're like, oh, I've been known that, bitch.
Oh, dude. Oh, yeah, they're so good. They're just secrets. Other people's drama is so good too.
Yeah, dude. It's just
we were watching that one show where so there was like a funeral happening. And the mom didn't let the boyfriend come or whatever. So like some of the friends that were there were like, you didn't let him come. He loved him. And blah, 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 blah. And then like everyone else was like, oh God. And then one bitch there was like, I love it. And you're like, that's you. And I'm like, you right. That would be me at a funeral. If shit was going down, I'd be like, ooh.
Yeah.
But it wasn't involving me. Ooh.
It's so much fun watching. That's why I love reality TV, man. It's watching other people's drama. And some of it's so fucking stupid.
Dude, and like
so stupid.
Also, that's like the nice. It can get too weird though. That's the nice thing about being friends with couples is sometimes their own drama will fall out in front of you because they both feel comfortable with you. But also, sometimes drama falls out because like they have couple friends or da-da-da-da. So you find out gossip about people you kind of know. But you're like, oh shit, you got in deep with them, huh? You know what I mean? And so you're like learning about their marriage problems and shit. And you're like, oh, that's nice. Yeah, keep talking about this. Wow, I can't believe she did that.
Yeah.
Like, and you're talking to the couple about it. So you're all three kind of like a little gossip triangle.
Yeah.
Ooh, boy, I love it. But it gets kind of weird sometimes because their fights can get intense and they will just full out fight in front of you. And you're like, I don't think I should be here for this.
Yeah, dude. There's just so much shit.
It's so delicious. Can I show you the other ad?
Yeah, I got to pee though real quick.
Oh my God. Okay, so keep in mind, this was an ad given to me, but just watch it. I feel like it's great.
We are on a mission to make the United States of America the safest country in the world. It is an audacious goal. But since when in our country do we shy away from what is hard, what is difficult, and what is impossible? We are Americans. The world is going
Anonymous,
to
is that
change
you?
more in the next 10 years than the last 100 years combined. Because we, together, are going to change it.
You see that police robot?
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's real. That's a real company. That's not for a game. That's a real company. And they do have police robots. Some people are using them.
That's nuts.
And they have more models. And they look like a Dalek. like from Doctor Who.
Yeah.
And that's fucking crazy. Like, did that not seem like a commercial you see at like the beginning of Terminator?
Yeah. It
To
kind of
be
seemed
like Skynet.
It kind of seemed like a Umbrella Corporation commercial.
Yeah, it didn't even seem like a real commercial because it was so,
or like Anonymous was like,
Yeah.
we're coming over to take we're going to leak all your shit.
it didn't even seem like a real commercial because it was so spot on to how we thought the future would go.
Well, and the voice too kind of seemed like a little modulated.
Microsoft is using them.
Oh, wow.
A few other places, and like right now they're more about like data collection, meaning like eyes and ears, and like they might like send off a siren or something, right? And like if it's like a spooky thing or whatever. But like it's more about like catching suspects and like knowing where they were and stuff like that, or like seeing a crime scene, like maybe. And like the places they're at, crime has gone down because I went down the rabbit hole with this company afterwards. Because like, is this real? Like, holy fucking shit! And they have like 2 models of that police robot. They have like an autonomous car, so it's just driving. And that's what that was. It was just like a drive-in robot. You know what I mean? And so it just drives around and patrols. So like security bot, essentially. You know how like the security people will drive around mall parking lots and shit?
Yeah.
And yeah, so like they don't do anything. It's not like they shoot out tasers or something. But like, how long till that?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Stop. You're getting... Taser.
Yeah, dude, it's fucking nuts. I was like, well, it's here. Future's now. We just gotta accept it.
Yeah, we've been saying that since the beginning of time, it feels like.
Dude,
yeah, future is here.
It's over. We got the robots, police, the Google's like knowing what you're looking for without you even typing it in anymore. They just know.
Damn.
Just give in, guys.
Google's getting real fucking spoopy.
Yeah, you can't even get customer support anymore. They're too big.
Yeah,
you just don't get support. Like, figure it out.
That's so fucking nuts to me.
Yeah. Security bots. Like, is this not blowing your mind?
No, it is. I'm having a hard time fathoming it right now.
That's what I'm saying. It's so spot on. It's so like, wait, that's a fucking police robot. It feels surreal. Like, it's like, oh, I just saw something like promoting a movie.
Yeah.
But it's real life. You can invest in it now.
I know. It's fucking nuts, dude. I can't even. That's all I got, man.
That's what I'm saying. It was almost like, even though the robots kind of look like trash cans, it's like, it was still like almost awing. You know what I mean? Like, you just don't know what to do with it. That's why I was like, do I have to like search this up now? Like, is this real? Is this a promo for a game? Like,
yeah. No, yeah, it's fucking weird.
It's a real company. They're really doing shit.
I look like a someone who was doing a like college
student film.
Yeah.
Yeah, about like a dystopian future.
Yeah.
But no, that's real life.
Yeah. Or like an SNL like parody commercial.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying, dude. It's fucking nuts. It's hard to explain. Look it up. It's Night Scope, I think. Like spelled like KNIGHT, like a knight in shining armor.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, it's fucking weird. I'm just like,
it's hard.
That can't be real.
It's hard to take in, dude.
It is.
I watched.
I don't know if I like that. I want to be excited. Like, I don't want it to feel like a takeover kind of thing. Like, I want it to just be like, yeah, we got like robot police.
I think it's gonna feel like, honestly, I think everything in the future, we just don't realize it, is like a takeover through monotony. And what I mean by that is like the smartphone took over, and no one's really like when I say no one, I mean most normal people don't really think about how fucking crazy it is, how pervasive the smartphone has gotten in 10 years.
Yeah.
Like nothing else. Literally nothing else in that time. Think about anything in history. Anything. TV, anything. Like even television did not get into people's lives as fast as smartphones did and take over as much of them.
Oh, for sure.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like we base it, like in some ways of thinking about a cyborg, we're all cyborgs now. We're just like shitty ones. It's like more external. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like we are connected to the internet always. We are connected to the network. Just in like a bad way. We're like the prototype.
Unless you live off the grid, man.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is like,
do you know you can't even like really live off the grid?
yeah, it's like pretty fucking.
Because it's illegal to collect rainwater.
Yeah, like to live off the grid, you literally have to break laws.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, most of them are stupid, like mundane, dumb laws. Like, can't collect rainwater, but like some of them are like more like taxes. But except if you eat all your own shit, maybe not taxes, but maybe property tax. Cause like if you bought land, you have to pay property tax, or you have to like not buy land legally. You just have to like live in a forest.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But anyway, but I mean, we all became essentially shitty cyborgs in 10 years. Like almost the whole world. Like, you know what I mean? Like even like,
yeah,
like what we think of like traditionally poor countries.
Yeah.
Are still like really pervasive, like with these smartphones.
Do you know what kind of like made me realize that I'm not ready for the like true next generation gaming, which is like VR shit? Yeah. So, we went to a CBD grow today, to kind of like check out some shit just cause we've never been to one. It was pretty fun. And this person there was talking about how getting really into VR gaming. And I was like, yeah, I was like thinking about it, like, that's something I think I like am interested in at least right now. And then he was like, yeah, man, like you gotta like cock the gun, you gotta like take the magazine, I'll put a new magazine in. I'm like, this is work. I'm like, why do you guys want to work for a video game? Like the whole point of a controller or a mouse and keyboard is right there. You ain't gotta fucking put anything in anything.
Right.
Like I don't know how to operate a real ass gun. And then if you actually like drop it, you drop it.
Yeah, you have to pick it up.
I don't drop guns in video games unless I'm getting them out of my inventory. Like, I'm not sitting here holding an imaginary gun in my hand and cocking an imaginary gun and then putting something into an imaginary. No, that is what a controller does for me.
But I mean, we're also at the phase where like people are just experimenting with VR.
I'm not paying.
So like I'm telling you, the first VR and Call of Duty VR, you're not picking up guns like that.
I'm not paying for me to do what a dev's job is already to do, which is make my character be able to have
I will
a gun.
say though, the thing that will be like probably way more intense, like if you're a good Call of Duty player and you want to stay good in VR, you probably have to be in relative shape, just because like one of the two greatest moves is to like dip, you know what I mean, crouch like while shooting. So like you'd really have to crouch. And
imagine crouch spammers.
That's what I'm saying. You have to literally be there, like
spammers with VR.
Yeah, you literally have to be there, like, and then or going prone. So imagine that, dude. Every time you're like running, you want to dive and go prone. You're like, bleh.
The only time that I think I would ever maybe consider doing something like that.
What? Okay, go.
Is if it was like an RPG open world, like kind of game.
Yeah, that's what I'm most excited for. It's like something like that.
Like where you can see like beautiful art around you.
Or like an MMO, dude.
Desert.
It's not all just like grayscale buildings.
Yeah, it's just like you see, it's like the Avatar world, but like you're exploring.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
That's like what I want in like VR shit.
So
then I'll put a clip into a gun.
I think VR will go for a little while, but I think what VR is going to evolve into, and I could be wrong about this, but I think what VR will evolve into, and so VR is going to be a blip, like, well, especially if you think about like how many years or whatever, because like technology is going, like honestly, 2030, the world will probably look 100% different, like close to 100%. You know what I mean? Like we still might have like similar looking buildings, but like it's gonna be different, bro. I feel that.
You think that early?
Yeah, dude. Some of these people that I'm hearing like in these like crazy cutting edge fields,
we'll be turning 40 then.
2030?
Oh no, we won't.
No. Well, it is 10 years. We'll be close.
Yeah, we'll be pretty close to it.
That's pretty crazy. But like example is someone who's like looking into like life longevity and like basically like how to keep your body from dying. Right. Or like postpone it, you know, like make people healthier just like through science.
Yeah.
For a long time, you know. Yeah. He was saying that he thinks, and he's like really in it, and like he was saying he thinks that we are literally 5 to 10 years from making everyone basically like the health of a 30-year-old for the next 300 years.
Oh, how long are we away from that?
5 to 10 years.
Oh shit.
That's a completely different world.
That really is.
We're all changing how we think about things. Like, if you think you're going to live for 300 years, you can have 50-year plans. Like, fuck 5-year plans.
Dude.
You can live different lives.
Man, I don't even like, okay, like I'm with it. I really am with it. But at the same time, like, I am already like, I'm like, man, do I really have to live that long?
I mean, you probably don't have to. I would. There's too many things I want to do in life.
No, I feel you.
I probably live here till I was like 80 and then move to another country, live there till I'm 120.
I feel like Ready Player One type of shit is what it might go to.
Well, so no, but what I was saying is what I think it will go to is, so like if you look at history, so we never talk about it, but there was a copper age, right? So like there's the Bronze Age, Iron Age, Steel Age, whatever, right? Usually just medieval, I think, instead of steel, but you know what I'm saying? And there was a copper one, but it just like, it was the beginning of like metallurgy. It just wasn't as impactful as the other ones, right? But it was like the beginning. That's why I feel VR is for the next thing. So we will have like a VR age. I think it will be short though. Like I think it will be like 5 years at most, like when it's like mainstream. And like what's going to come next is like what we learned in VR. You know what I mean? So it's a step that like is going to be taken and will help for the future, but is like fucking like Elon Musk Neuralink shit. So it'll just be game sending signals to your brain. So like you might have like a goggle thing on or a head thing on, but that's like a brain scanner thing. And then you just like almost lucid dreaming playing the video game.
Yeah. I'm going to say right now, y'all, we need to protect Elon Musk.
Some people might hate that you said that, but
I don't give a fuck, dude. If you hate her because of that, dude, you need to get on the ride. It is time.
Yeah,
like
dude.
He is the Thomas Edison of our generation.
Yeah, and dude, if you hate that he says some like stupid shit sometimes, we
all say stupid shit.
Yeah. And like here's the deal. You say stupid shit. If you hate that about Elon Musk, it's because you see yourself in him.
Elon Musk, they're like, yo, bro, what you want to do? He's like, I want to go to space. I'm like, want to go to the moon? We can totally do the moon. He's like, no, fuck you. We're going to Mars, bitch.
Yeah. And so, dude, imagine if he lives for 400 years. But like, okay, but like, let's say real quick, the 300-year thing, we get to the 300-year thing where it's like, oh, we all pretty much for sure can live for 300 years, right? By the time you even get close to that, we're going to learn how to live for like 5,000 years.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or full altered carbon. We figure out how to put like our consciousness in like fucking disc and like we just like have a slot in our neck and we had like can grow different bodies.
Yeah, change
and so
bodies.
like you can live forever because you're just changing bodies. So like yeah, that body lives 300 years, and then when that going gets old and raggedy, we'll just put you in the next one.
Yeah.
Fucking crazy shit, bro.
Dude.
We're headed there,
bro.
We're headed there.
You know what I think needs to happen? We were talking about altered carbon. I think Fifth Element 2 needs to come out, and we need to have Mila, whatever the fuck her name is,
dude.
And Bruce Willis back for it, and Chris Tucker. He's still alive. Get his ass in there.
Oh, dude, that's so good, so good.
That Fifth Element needs to be. There needs to be a second one, and they all need to be in it. It just needs to fucking happen.
I know, dude. I love that movie
because now we have the technology to like imagine what if we took it to the level that they did back then. What we could do today.
Yeah, but dude, I think the world's gonna get so weird that everyone's gonna kind of have to become Zen.
Yeah.
Like everything's gonna be just moving too fast and that we can't really even keep up. Which I mean, I think we're at that point now. We just haven't accepted it. That at a certain point, we're just gonna all go, all right, like to everything. We're just gonna go with the flow almost. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because you have to.
Did you hear about Elon Musk's car thing that he did in Las Vegas is now like live or almost live?
What?
So from between their convention centers, he has put an underground tunnel that you can pay to get in a Tesla, and Tesla takes you. So it's a 15-minute walk, takes you there in 2 minutes.
Oh, that's fun.
And it's these cars that just keep going and going.
Underground,
and going.
So almost like an underground car subway.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he wants to do it in like all major cities, but he's testing it in Las Vegas right now between their convention centers, and it launches in like either launched already or it's launching.
That's pretty crazy.
So, yeah, it's pretty nice. It's kind of cool too because they just like ride and it goes above ground too.
Yeah,
and then it'll drop them off and take them back under, and it's like they all are autopiloted to take this route. Mm-hmm. I was like, that's fucking nuts.
That's fucking nuts,
bro. we need to guard him, people. Let's just put him in a bunker and just have him crank out ideas.
You're right. I think it's a good spot.
Yeah. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. Sorry if the music is a little here in and out.
Yeah, we high,
so we pause it to do shit and then we forget to play it. So yeah, we'll get better at it. But yeah, this is it, guys. If you love it, definitely feel free to like, comment, share with your friends. Word of mouth is so fucking huge for us.
Yeah. And we're Smoke With Us podcast on anything we're on except Twitter. We are SWU Potcast. SWUPOT cast.
Yep. And we be smoking on this good M3.
I like it. It feels good.
Yeah. I get, do you want to rate it?
Yeah, we'll rate it. A tentative rating, though. We'll put like an asterisk next to it.
Yeah.
Like try again, double check. But from what I can tell, it's just chill. It's like a really chill one. I put a upper tier 3.
Yeah, I say it's a 3 for me. Like pretty solid 3.
Mm-hmm. Like I would go for this over a lot of other 3s, though.
It's like when you're weighing out shit and you get to that like quarter mark, so 7 grams, and you're just like, it's like 7.5. And you're like, fuck it.
Yeah. I feel like honestly, this strain feels like 4 o'clock.
Yeah.
Like you winding down, you chill, maybe and like imagine driving home from work, but like not stressed, just like chill.
Yeah.
Like, all right, the work day, like driving home on a Thursday or Friday.
Yeah.
Like you're like, okay, I'm going home. It's over.
Oh, look, we're holding hands.
Aw. But that's what it feels like. It feels like a 4 p.m.
Yeah. Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Yeah. So. Yeah.
How high are you?
Yeah. I'm at a 7. I'm at a 7.
Yeah. I would think I went up to an 8, but I'm at a 7 as well.
Yeah. I went up a little bit. And now we bounced a little bit back down.
Yeah.
But yeah. So once again, this podcast is sponsored by East Tree CBD. Head to their website, easttreecbd.com, to use the code SW10, and you can put your tithe in and give back to the community.
Hallelujah.
Help support. Also, guys, like, it's really important to support your local cannabis movements.
Yeah. Especially if you're in an illegal state. Google NORML, NORML, and see what you can do.
Yeah. And, like, just education is a big thing. So just learn, if you don't want to do anything, that's totally fine, but just learn about it and learn about, health benefits so that when your friends ask you.
A lot of bills coming up.
Yeah.
And like NORML even has places where like they're like, contact the representative, and like they'll basically fill out everything for the email for you. You just need to be like, hey man, I really want you to sign this thing for this thing, and then they maybe vote for you in the future.
Yeah. And if it's legalized everywhere, where we're at in the States, we can all then like go on tour together.
Exactly.
And have like virtual smoke circles in person.
What?
And like we can all get high and just like chill.
And also these small races, these local races, they can be close. Like some of these people will be winning by 16 votes. Like no joke. I know you're like, what? But that's because you only hear about the sexy federal politics.
Yeah.
That's all we care about. But these local races can be close. Some are unopposed. So like do your research. See who votes for what. Like if it doesn't get passed this year, see who votes. And like vote them out.
Support your local CBD shops, man. Like, cause they're the ones that are gonna be giving you that marijuana when it comes out.
Yeah, some of them be ready.
Yeah, like some of them literally look like they pot shops, but it just says CBD.
Yeah, you've been in them. You walk in and you're like, oh, they got a button underneath like Men in Black. As soon as they're like, it's legal, they're gonna go doop, and everything's just gonna flip.
Also, don't buy your CBD from a gas station or CVS, Walmart, Target. None of that bullshit.
Until they get good shit.
Not even then, dude. Fuck corporations. We're gonna help local shit. You got enough dispensaries out there and enough places that will sell you this shit. And we'll give you a good deal. They'll give you an in-store discount sometimes if they feel froggy.
Yeah, like SWU10.
Just like, hey, SWU10, I don't know what that means, but I heard I get 10% off my tithe. No, but yeah, we love you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. We're going to send you out like we always do with our bud,
Saint Warhead.
Smoke weed every day.
I've been wavy for the longest, need the rest of y'all to catch up to me. Terpene gravy for my bong hit, so every hit is extra gooey. Then I light it extra doobie, get high while I Netflix movies. Pass it to my baby, muffled coffee in my face next to boobies. I like to get high a lot, I like to get high a lot. My girls to take smaller dabs because we have to buy a lot. I hate it when my lighter's lost. Don't you too? That shit sucks. Anywho, I got shit to do. Need a smoker, then after fuck. No, I don't wanna work with you. All you other rappers suck. I told you I got work to do, so will you please get off my nuts? Sorry, don't think I'm high enough. Nope, light another up. Coughing while we mob and drop the glob, and when the glow is up, 99 problems think I solved until I sober up. My squad do this often, we hot boxing if we pulling up.
99 problems, think I solved until I sober up. My squad do this often, we hot boxing if we pull up. Skip drip.
It light up like a spark.
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 Skip drip.
It light up like a sparkler. Dabs got my fingers sticky like I'm Peter Parker. Feeling like a king, scrolling memes with scenes from Arthur. Sauce has terpenes, diamonds looking like it's tartar. All my friends grow weed, we got some inner city farmers. It don't matter if you broke or not, you can find a way to smoke some pot. Every spot is overstocked and every block an open shop, and everybody's high. You can't even find a sober cop. Every night I'm stoned, then I zone out and play Overwatch. Then I get hungry as I'm looking for some shows to watch. Baby plug me with some munchies, all of a sudden I'm dozing off.
Then I get hungry as I'm looking for some shows to watch. Baby plug me with some munchies, all of a sudden I'm done. Skip drip.
It light up like a spark.
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 Skip drip.
It light up like a spark.